welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming another episode of Girl Talk. If you didn't see my first one where I gave you advice about middle school and high school, then go click the link that's going to be linked down below. And today's topic is going to be freshman year of college. So this is a time where you're just introduced to a lot of things and you have a lot more freedom, you have a lot more chances to fall into the not so right path. So these are just tips, things that I actually did to make sure that I stayed safe and still had fun during my college experience, or during the first half of my college experience, because I'm still in college. So my first piece of advice is to make friends. When you're in college, literally there are so many people, thousands upon thousands of people that you can become friends with. So if in high school or middle school you have problems like fitting in and there wasn't anybody who was similar to you, there's definitely going to be, you're going to find your person or your group. An easy way to make friends and meet new people is to join organizations on campus. So there's Student Government Association. A lot of times they have organizations that are catered towards things that the students like. So I know on my campus there's a Harry Potter group, so basically they could talk about the books, watch the movies. They actually played Quidditch on campus, which is very interesting because I've never seen people play Quidditch because they were just like, they're not flying, so it's interesting. So on my campus, they have a women's empowerment group called I'm That Girl, and it's basically a safe space for girls to come and talk about their feelings or anything they're struggling with, and they know that they have a supportive system behind them. A lot of schools also offer campus activities boards, which are like basically the people who help organize events for your school. So if there's homecoming, they'll help organize homecoming events and just things to bring the campus together so you can get acclimated and you can meet new people. There's also groups that are catered towards maybe your specific major. So if you're a major that you need to apply to a program, they might have tips and tricks and advice to help you study and know what you need to do in order to make sure you get into that program. Or if you're, say you're a math major, they have like programs for people who like math, science, reading. So there's definitely a lot of options depending on what school you go to. So I would say one of my big tips is to make friends, because having friends is going to definitely help you get through this experience because it's a crazy one. Another very important thing about college is to talk to your professors and make sure you're on top of your stuff. Because in high school, your professor or your teachers are like, oh, make sure you guys remember we have a paper due on Friday. Okay guys, we have a test on Monday. Make sure you're studying. And they really make sure that you're prepared and you know what's going on in the class at all times, because they want you to succeed so you can make it to college. In college, the professors don't care. Like when I tell you, you can have a paper due, say it's the first week of class, you have a paper due the third week. They won't mention the paper at all until the day it's due. Alright guys, I'm going to be collecting your papers today. And you're like, paper? Huh? You have to read the syllabus. So basically a syllabus is where the professor outlines everything that's going to be going on the whole semester, and usually they have it down to the day. So on this day we're going to study this day we're going to have a quiz, this day we have a test, this day you have a presentation. So it's very good. It helps you stay organized because you know when everything's coming for all your semesters. I mean for all your weeks throughout the semester. And you want to become familiar with your professors. You want to go to their office hours, you want to talk to them, and you want to make sure that they know your face and they know your name. Because at the end of the semester, if you have an 89.5 or an 89.6, knowing you and knowing your work ethic and knowing that you're working hard in their class can be the difference between you getting a B and an A. And no one wants a B when you're 0.3, literally 3/10 away from an A. So definitely get to know your professors. And that goes right into my next thing, study. You have to study. Like, college is not easy. I promise you, it's not easy. You need to make sure you're studying, because how are you going to pass the classes if you're not going to study? It doesn't correlate. Like, it's not going to work. So my dad actually told me this before I went to college. They say that per credit you should be studying at least 3 hours per week for that class. So you're taking a psychology class, it's 3 credits. So since it's 3 credits, you should be studying at least 9 hours a week for that class alone. And say you're taking a full schedule, 12 times 3, 36. You should be studying almost 40 hours a week for your class, which is crazy because it's like, how am I going to study 40 hours? How am I going to go to work if I need to work? How am I going to hang out with my friends? How am I going to go to a party? and just go to these on-campus events. It's just, there's a lot of things, and you have to make sure that you're managing your time well, because it can be done. It can be done. A lot of people do it. You just have to put your mind to it and don't fall into the I want to party every weekend trap, because it's a trap. Like, it's gonna mess you up in the long run. Another tip, don't do drugs, okay? Don't do it. So in college, you're exposed to a lot of different types of people, which can be good because you can meet people who are similar to you, but that also means that there's people involved in things that you would never even dream of. Like, literally, you would never dream of. My friends have told me stories about people who were doing cocaine and heroin, and I'm just like, huh? Like, it's so foreign to me because that's something I would never do, but you don't want to fall into that trap where you feel pressured, like, oh, since Dominique's not doing it, she's a loser, da-da-da-da. I'm a loser then, because that's dead. Like, that's not happening. But you have to make sure that you're strong in your morals and you're strong in what you believe in, and that these people won't sway you to do nothing that's crazy, because these people who are doing the drugs now are the same people who are going to be graduating with you in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. So it's like, don't do drugs. It's bad. Oh, and my last thing is to just have fun. So you can have fun and study and still make your grades. You just have to, everything has to be in a balance, like I said before. So if you want to go to a party, if you know you want to go to a party on Friday, make sure that you check all your syllabuses and you do all the work that you need to do for that week, so you can take Friday and maybe Saturday off and have fun with your friends. And then on Sunday is always study day. It's the time for you to maybe drink a cup of tea and just relax, watch a movie, and then study and get yourself ready for the next week. Don't be turning up on Sunday. Don't do it. It's not going to help you. I promise. It's not going to help you. Oh, roommates. If you have to have a roommate, make sure that you guys discuss your expectations about living with each other prior to, like, living with each other. You want to make sure that you're on the same page. Like, if you guys have a bathroom, you're going to clean the bathroom this week, I'm going to do it next week. Don't assume that they live like you do, because 9 times out of 10, they don't. They could be dirty. They could be trifling. And so it's like, you need to talk to them before so you can establish something. So then if things aren't going your way, like, you can talk to them, hey, like, you were supposed to clean the bathroom, like, what's going on, this is disgusting, like, well, don't come at them any type of way either, because that can end bad. I've had, one of my friends fought their roommate, so it's, just be nice to people, but also don't live in dirty conditions, because it's disgusting. My freshman year, my roommate, she was like my first friend that I really made outside of people I knew from high school. So it was cool. We used to go, like, to eat together sometimes. It was just fun. So it was a good experience. So if you're watching, you know who you are. Comment down below. That concludes my Girl Talk episode 2. So if you guys like these types of videos, or you like my hair videos or my fashion videos, then definitely let me know down below. Tell me what you want to see, because I am more than willing to do that. And I just want to thank you guys for supporting me. Oh my gosh. I just want to thank you guys for supporting me, and I will see you guys in my next video.